Hello everybody, I am at a beautiful lake in Minnesota feeling a lot of peace. That is actually one of the benefits that I love about decluttering and trying to strive for this minimalist lifestyle is the peace that I feel when I walk through a room and I don't see a whole bunch of missed projects or things that I just haven't gotten to yet. I love that feeling of walking into a room and just having extra space and a lot more peaceful environment. If I have counted right, we are halfway through the year of our decluttering on this channel. I am at week 26, so if you are new here, I am doing 52 weeks of different spaces in my home that I am decluttering. Not a whole room usually. I'm doing smaller spaces to make it manageable, and so far we are having a lot of success, so I am very happy about that. Thank you so much for the accountability that this channel gives me that is keeping me going. There are only a couple little spaces left in our bedroom that we need to declutter in 2021, so this is my husband's side of the bedroom. Luckily, we had a little bit of time this weekend, so we decided to tackle it because it was raining. We couldn't do other things that we wanted to do, so the time was right. I think that both of us kind of treat the bedroom as just a little bit of a drop zone. We're tired. We don't really want to put it away, so we just drop it on these surfaces that hold stuff very easily, and then we wake up and hurry in the morning and don't put it away then either. I really hope to get out of that habit by just implementing a couple minutes of tidying sometime during the day. I have done that on my side of the bed and I really think that it helps. I don't even think that I've needed a whole 5 minutes every time. I usually pull up the covers, put a book away, bring my water upstairs, and basically that part is clean. Maybe I threw some socks on the floor and I put those in the laundry basket. What does that take? Maybe 30 seconds. So it really hasn't been taking that long to keep it tidy. There were a few items on my husband's side of the room that were actually mine. So I got this for Mother's Day this past year, and I just decided to move it to my nightstand because I love it. It may not last here forever, but for a while I want it to be out and close to me. This is a jewelry box that I inherited from my mother-in-law. I love it, but I don't need it out, so I put it in my memory bin. Out of these home decor items, the only one that I know for sure that I want to keep is the big rock on top. It was from a special date that my husband and I went on in our first year of marriage. It says K+D forever, and we hid these rocks around town, and this one was hidden at our apartment complex. All of the items inside this basket are items that are leaving our house, either through recycling, garbage, or putting them in the garage sale pile. We don't need these in our bedroom any longer, and that will free up some space and help it to look just a lot more minimal, a lot more spacious, and cleaner and neater. This basket I'm going to hold on to just for a little while. I really haven't come up with a good use for it yet, but I still have a half a year of decluttering to go, so there is a chance that I could use this somewhere to just store something, and I do think it's a pretty nice little basket, so we'll see. I have a space in our laundry room where I'm keeping a few storage bins, and at the end of this declutter in December, if I haven't used them, haven't found a great place for them, then I will be getting rid of these and probably putting them into our garage sale. I'm really proud of my husband. This is not how we talked about spending our Saturday. Thankfully, he was very speedy and very willing, and we got everything cleaned up even better than I really thought that it would be. I'm so excited about this transformation. This far exceeds my expectations for this side of the room. I really thought that he would need some extra storage to make this easy to put away. Really, it already was easy to put away. We just needed to take a little bit of time to do it. So this is a little compromise that my husband and I have decided on. For years and years and years, I said, no TV in the bedroom, please. I just can't sleep if the TV is on. But of course, my husband falls asleep easiest if he's watching an old movie that he knows really well. So Recently he decided it would be nice to have a little TV by the bed, and he either uses headphones or he puts it on closed captioning, and that just helps put him right to sleep. And the sound does not bother me at all, of course, because there is no sound, and the little bit of light, that doesn't bother me either. So that was our compromise. Down here we decided to keep just the items that he uses frequently by the bed. He also used to keep some electronics down here, like CDs and a speaker, but we decided there's plenty of room in the electronics bin now that I decluttered that, so we moved those into the electronics bin, and this will be perfect for the things that he uses regularly. I always love to show you the before and after shots. So this is what the corner of the bedroom looked like before we did this declutter and cleanup, and as you can see, we only have one tiny little storage unit on the shelf in the corner. On this part of the ledge, there were several items that just needed to be put away. They already actually had a home, so it just took a few minutes to place them in the space they needed to go, and the only item that we needed to keep on the shelf after that was this nice little wooden box. This other corner just had way too many items on it, so we put some things away and we decided to get rid of some other items to create a completely empty space that just feels so much more peaceful when we look at it. We don't see anything to put away. This corner just had a few items that had yet to be put away. We still do use that shredder, so we wanted to keep that in this location because we haven't yet found a better space for it, but I think next to the desk makes sense. So we're keeping it here. It's really out of view from anybody walking into the bedroom. Why is the walkway on the far side of the bed a good place to stash things? Well, it's not, but it happens a lot. It's so nice to now have a very clean walkway and just the items that are used often on the nightstand. I think I can admit this to you that I was a little bit daunted by tackling my husband's side of the bedroom again, because last time it really took a long time. There were stacks and stacks and stacks of papers and bags of things to go through, and I was so pleasantly surprised that this really only took us half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to completion. And that is because of the decluttering that we have done in the past. So this time we just really needed to put things back in their home. And if it didn't have a home, we needed to find it a good home, because it's about time for everything in our house to have a home so that it is easy to put away. It doesn't make it hard, it makes it so much easier. My main idea for this video at first was to come up with a plan to make the bedroom kind of destruction proof, so that everything was so easy to put away that there would be no way that we could make such a big mess that it would take a really long time to put away. So I was thinking at first that that meant giving my husband some bins to put on the shelf, in addition to the ones that he had already, so that instead of putting it on the shelf, he would put it in the bin. That's pretty easy, right? But he pleasantly surprised me in showing me that actually almost every single thing already had a home. Even though a lot was out, we had gotten rid of so many things in the past that it really made it quick and easy to put these things away. So I think that the real way to make something destruction proof is to minimize the amount of items that you actually have in that space. Just get rid of them if they're in your way. If it's not something important, you don't need to have it there, because it is making your life more difficult. So instead of getting more bins, don't do it, don't do it. I'm so happy that all there is on that shelf is one little container for maybe little tiny items like gift cards or things like that, and a place for my husband to put his wallet at night, and the larger wooden box that he has some toiletries in it that he uses quite often. So great, put those by the bed. Those are things that you actually use, right? But we did not need to add more bins and more clutter to the space. So I'm so glad that we did not use that options. Just get rid of the amount of things that you have in the room, and that will be the thing that makes it destruction proof. Do you guys hear the loons in the background? Love that sound. So, tip number 1, make sure that everything has a very easy home. It needs to be super easy to put it away so that you will actually put it away. I know this is a main idea from Cass the Clutterbug, so I want to give her credit for that. Make sure that it has an easy home. I think that my next tip is the biggest one. Just have less stuff to manage. The Minimal Mom talks about this as having less inventory. So when you have less inventory, you don't need to clean it, you don't need to move it, you don't need to search through it, you don't need to organize it. It's just gone, and you have that empty, peaceful space. I truly believe that that is what made this round of organizing and decluttering so quick and easy. We just had so much less to manage. The last tip that I have is for those spouses or roommates that are really more into decluttering than the other person. Take your items out, especially if they don't have that much meaning to you. That will just free up some space. Like I had noticed that even on my husband's side, I had some decor pieces that I realized did not mean that much to me. I could put them elsewhere, or I could even get rid of them, and that really did free up a lot of space in the room. So be aware of what is yours and how you can help the situation by just removing some of your items too. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you can declutter a little bit, find a home for those items that don't have a home, and even declutter some of your own items so that space that you share with another can really be improved. So I thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to watch more videos. I still have a half a year of videos about decluttering our home that I am so excited to show you, and I hope that this encourages you to do a little bit of decluttering yourself. Have a wonderful 4th of July, everybody. Bye.
Oh, what?